It is so funny that this has become controversial. They think, no, the parents, they don't know what's best for their kids. Only they know what's best for their kids. And often the parents are the last to know about what their children are being taught.
Well, hello, Fritz. Thanks so much for joining us here today. We appreciate you taking the time. How are you?
Excellent. Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, you've got an exciting event coming up tomorrow. That's Thursday, August the 25th. It starts at 7 p.m. and it's tight timeline leading up to it. So we wanted to get the message out to everybody. What have you got going on at ParentsVoice BC?
Well, Doug, what we're doing tomorrow night is a little introductory session. It's geared for people that want to run for school trustee in the coming civic elections, which are going to be between September 17th and October 15th. So a lot of people have a lot of concerns about what's going on in the schools. So we've set up an electoral organization to help people who want to put their name forward and perhaps get on some of these school boards and start talking about some of the issues that students, parents, and the communities find important, not what a lot of the special interests and staff and bureaucrats are concerned about.
Yes, and that's one of the things that I've actually noticed when I take a look at your website, and you really do have a focus on the parents being the key focus of the and actually the ones who decide how their children are raised and how they're educated ultimately. That's getting rare these days. When you start talking to educators, oftentimes they're getting a little bit confused and they think that it's actually the school board's primary responsibility on how to educate children.
Yeah, it is so funny that this has become controversial, right? That the parents, we're running a values-based campaign, and one of our values is just that parents have the prime responsibility for their children's education. And as we've seen increasingly, whether it's teachers, governments, or all kinds of other special interest groups, they think, no, the parents, they don't know what's best for their kids. Only they know what's best for their kids. And often the parents are the last to know about what their children are being taught.
Well, this is important then for everyone that we serve. Obviously, we have the four pillars, and the very first pillar is that parents have the right to raise their children the way they want. So we have many people we serve that aren't perhaps necessarily looking to run. But they might want to know about what does a school board trustee do? Like, what types of things are you going to be reviewing in the way of information with people, even if they're not running as candidates or intending to run? What can they expect to see there if they join the call?
Okay, yeah, that's a great point, Doug. We will, everybody's welcome. So we're still in the last stages of recruiting candidates, but we want as many British Columbians to know about what we're doing as possible, and follow us, support us, spread the news. So if you join the Zoom call tomorrow, we'll be focusing on two things. One, we will actually have a Kelowna school trustee, an incumbent, who will explain a little bit just about what a trustee does and some of the issues. One of the confusions is the difference between what the Ministry of Education in Victoria does versus what a local elected trustee can do. And so we have to be, very clear about differentiation of roles and just what's possible. School trustees alone cannot change the world. Part of that change is going to happen by changing governments. So two things tomorrow night. One, we'll have a trustee that will be give a little overview on what trustees do. And then the second part, we'll just talk about what ParentsVoice BC is about, and how we can help people get elected, and also about how people can get involved and support us in doing this, because as we know, with every movement, Leaders are only as good as their followers, right? So we need lots of people helping us out.
Yeah, absolutely. And in your video, does say right at the very end, look for that parents' voice candidate at election time as well, and not just be supporters, but be voters for those candidates. So I'm looking forward to joining you tomorrow night as well. I'm looking forward to hearing from your school board trustee incumbent, and candidate again. And I encourage everybody, if you're a parent of school-age children, or if you want to support a candidate or you want to become a candidate yourself, this is an excellent event to attend. And we're going to be including all of the details below this video, so you can click on the links and provide the information. Also, Fritz, you've asked us to share the Parents Voice BC website as well, which we're going to do, so people can sign up to keep in touch with you directly about future events. Is that okay then?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Perfect. Thanks so much for your time today, Fritz. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow and on the election trail ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Nothing is more important to the future of BC than the education of our children.
Providing them with knowledge, tools, and confidence to succeed is essential for their future.
This requires partnership between the parents who know their children best and the educators to whom they entrust them. And yet, in BC, we seem to have lost our way. Much of BC's public education now seems to be influenced more by unions, government bureaucrats, and special interest groups than by the students, parents, or communities who attend or invest in their local schools.
Parents Voice BC is an elector organization dedicated to helping independent candidates for school trustee to get elected around British Columbia. Our candidates believe that
Schools should focus on preparing students for a productive adulthood, not the trends of the day.
Trustees should represent parents and community, not unions or special interest groups.
Education in local schools should reflect the values of the people in their community,
Every community is different.
and local school boards should reflect this.
Otherwise, why even have local school boards?
The primary responsibility for a child's education lies with the parents.
Our schools should be the best in the world.
And our schools should be the best in the world.
Our schools should be the best in the world.
Parents are the true political party when it comes to their children's education and upbringing.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us in making a difference that will have a far-reaching impact in the future of our children and in our community. On Saturday, October 15th, vote for the Parents Voice BC candidate in your school district.